Hello everyone! Today we're getting back to one of the most creative and funny Skibidi multiverses that I know. Although the plot of this series becomes much tougher and more tragic now, so it's not that funny right now, but it makes me love this universe even more. And also I had to do a pretty long break from it, so now I am really thrilled to go back to business. And let me tell you that episode 8 was really surprising, and I was caught off guard by lots of plot twists in it. Who is the new TV man that Polycephaly found on the second Skibidi base? And why the hell is he so powerful and creepy? What does he really have to do with Skibidi? And how his appearance might affect the Alliance? And most importantly, what huge surprise does G-Man had in store after his return? And how is this connected to Boom's original series? Okay, and now get your tea and snacks ready and prepare to watch this video to the end, because I'm going to reveal all the secrets of episode 8 to you, and I'm also going to point all the Easter eggs that you could have missed on your own. Now let's go. But before we'll dive into the analysis of the 8th episode by MAXEDY's Skibidi Saga, let me remind you to subscribe to my channel because statistics tell me that only 28% of people who are watching my videos are subscribed to my channel, while more than 70% are staying unsubscribed. So be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons not to miss my new cool analyses. Okay, so if you're subscribed now, let's continue. So, episode 8 starts with the Dark Speakerman again after all the intense battles he went through in the previous episode. He, together with Speakerwoman and Camerawoman, finally reached the main Skibidi building, but it looks like he's not happy at all about it. And if you'll remember the last 2 episodes, then you will understand his gloomy mood. He's really traumatized by all this war and sacrifices in MAXEDY's universe, and recently he started having some really heavy and tragic flashbacks that were caused by Cassetteman's appearance and speeches. Right at the moment, he doesn't really know what's right and what's wrong. And who are the real culprits of all these tragedies here? Skibidi Toilets or the Alliance, which refuses to study them to find the cure for the virus. And I also told you in one of my previous analyses that it's possible that we'll see the Dark Speakerman go away just as it already happened in Boom's original series, and there were several hints towards that. However, I also think that there is a slight chance for him to survive. And probably his upcoming personal plot arc will be connected to all these moral struggles he's going through right now. And it's also possible that he will be the one to do something about this hopeless situation with Skibidi Toilets, who are in fact humans affected by the virus. We'll see how it goes. Speakerwoman noticed his gloomy mood and tries to cheer him up. But of course my boy is not really in the mood for that, and he even refuses to listen to some Running Up That Hill by Kate Bush from her, which I consider to be a real crime, actually. But Camerawoman supports the Dark Speakerman in that sense, and basically asks her to leave him alone. Then the scene changes and we're seeing Polycephaly TV Man again, who's having some real fun with 3 of these Skibidi Toilets. Apparently he used his gaslighting. Well, I mean hypnotizing TV Man's abilities on this Skibidi Toilet with lasers, and then turned him against the other 2 Skibidi, who were basically fried under this pressure of friendly fire. And this reminded me of the scene from episode 74 by Boom, where Elite TV Man basically did the same thing. And what surprised me a lot is that the 8th episode by MAXEDY came out actually 4 days earlier than episode 74 by Boom. And let me give you some spoilers. This is not the last time when MAXEDY basically predicted some of the plot twists that Boom would later use in his original series as well, which is just crazy. But let's move on. Then Polycephaly noticed a body of a TV man lying in the Skibidi lab next to 2 Skibidi scientists. And apparently the dude thinks that this TV man was here for extraction, some TV men's technologies that Skibidi would later use on their own soldiers, and he becomes really furious. After he gets rid of those Skibidi, he uses the remote controller to bring this TV man back to life, and it works. The guy wakes up with this really silly and cute sound effect, and then he asks Polycephaly immediately with the huge smile on his face, "Are you my dad?" And I kid you not, fellas, it must be a reference to this iconic moment from Steak's stream when he was chatting with Boom. And then the purple guy surprises us even more as he uses some special techniques to make Polycephaly also speak normally and not in reverse. And while doing so, he used the same thing Titan TV Man was using in the fight with G-clones in Boom's original series. And it's teleporting one part of his body towards the opponent, although in MAXEDY's universe it was actually done with good intentions. And also, in the process of this reparations, the purple bro tells his new friend a huge chunk of important information. He tells him that the reversed voice by TV men was initially caused by some government in order to break communication with humans, who then turned out into Skibidi toilets, although he has no idea how he knows it in the first place. This guy seems really loony to me, guys, but hey, at least he's fun to have around, so I'll take it. And then we learn that the purple weirdo's name is Neos, and polycephaly leaves the base in his company. Along the way, he also learns that Neos understands Skibidi language, but didn't pay much attention to it. So I'll analyze it instead. It seems to me that this guy knows hella lot about both Skibidi and the Alliance, whose robots was also created by humans. And also based on his pretty, unnatural behavior, I can say that this guy might be either a really good companion or a dangerous enemy that can easily catch you off guard. So if I was polycephaly, I'd keep an eye on him. Okay, but then their conversation gets disrupted by the appearance of this nasty Skibidi with saws that already dealt with one poor cameraman and ripped his head camera off. And this dude reminded me a lot of the Skibidi back in episode 48, who was responsible for cutting POV Mecha Scientist in two. But the freak won't have an opportunity to do the same to these guys, because before he was even able to do anything, Neos goes into some special mode and uses the power of the blue glow that basically turns the brains of the freak into marshmallow or something like that. And also, I couldn't help but notice that in the moment of this special mode, the screen reminded me of VHS tape a little, so now I wonder whether this guy has some connections to cassette men. Especially considering that both of them are from Russia. But then why would he hate Skibidi, and even be eager to destroy them if it's something that cassette men are completely against of? Neos is really full of mysteries, and I hope to see more of him in the future episodes of Skibidi Saga. Okay, and then the scene changes as well. And now we're getting back to Titan TV Man, who's still cooking everyone on the snowy battlefield. The rocket missiles do no harm against him, so one of Skibidi decided to call someone to the aid via the portative radio. Meanwhile, the other Skibidi, with the horrified look on his face, sends a huge knife resembling Titan speakerman's to the TV Man. And where the hell did you guys find that? And it angers Titan TV Man a lot, who stops the huge knife midair and tells his iconic phrase, "You're so dead." And then he just sends this gift back to the owner, causing a huge explosion. And this scene looks so cool that I couldn't help but notice that the quality of MAXEDY's series is raising so fast that even Dom Studio and Chasing Skylar creators praised his skills in the comments to this episode. And I totally agree with them too. And then Titan TV Man gets ready to put out the whole freaking ultra attack against the crowd of these hopeless Skibidi, but suddenly someone appears in his way, and oh hell, it's G-Man. And it's not just G-Man we used to know, but Titan G-Man. And you know why I'm so freaked out about this? Because Titan G-Man is what we're about to see in Boom's original series. But somehow MAXEDY predicted the whole thing long before Boom made this idea come to reality. And he already predicted some of Boom's plot twists, before which is truly insane. Okay, so G-Man appears in the manner that looks really similar to episode 71, and even without any words said to his terrifying opponent, he opens fire from all of his lasers that he now has. They hit Titan TV Man right at the core, but he was actually expecting it, and it looks like Titan TV Man now actively absorbs the power of his lasers with his energy core. And just as in episode 73, G-Man sends a ball of mysterious green energy that also affects TV Man and causes an internal explosion in his body. So I believe that in MAXEDY's universe, this green energy is just of explosive nature and has no connection to the secret agent. Then two Titans are striking each other in a fierce melee battle, and oh dude, it seems like G-Man did his homework and learnt from all of his mistakes from the last encounter with Titan TV Man that basically ended with his destruction. So now he's much stronger and his protection is just insane. G-Man just looks menacingly at Titan TV Man, who tried to hit him in the head with the sword just like the last time, and says to him, "That won't work a second time." And the way he said only one phrase to his arch-rival was so insanely powerful too, especially considering the fact that this one phrase ended the whole episode. And that was all for today. I was so incredibly thrilled by this episode, and I hope that you were too. And don't forget to write in the comments below what do you think will happen in the future episodes of this series, and be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel not to miss my new cool videos. And it was me, ISO Toilet. See ya!